Good evening, everybody. Hope all is well. Hope everyone is having a great day. Hope no one is being accosted. Hope no one is having their rights violated. Just hope it's all a positive day, right? So I'm back. I'm really back into my frustrated mode, my fuck it mode. It's really where I'm back at. And my mother has always had this saying, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you have grown up hearing this, that a hard head makes a soft ass. I'm sure a lot of you have grown up hearing that a hard head makes a soft ass. And that's pretty much where I'm at with my people. Anybody that really wants to build, I have an inbox. You can comment on this once it posts. But I'm going to fall back because I feel like I'm really wasting my breath. And you really would think that with this being the age of awakening, that so-called black people would be doing a lot of waking up. And unfortunately, what I see going on is I see people trying to force their lack of civility onto the civilized world. That's what I see what's going on. And in my experience, which I don't get it because everybody gets on here to give somebody a pat on the back for getting a degree, which they had to do some book work, use definitions and shit like that. In my experience, I come to see that it really doesn't matter what dictionary that you go to and show these people that black is an Anglo Saxon word that is a translation from the Latin nigger. Doesn't matter which dictionary that you go to and show these people that black means pale, yet they come back right after this and they'll talk about their melanin. Doesn't matter what dictionary you go into and show them that black means nigger, death, wicked, evil, funeral, code word for monkey. Really doesn't matter what books you go into for these people who half of them are supposed to be the most educated group in the United States. It really doesn't matter. And it's sad and frustrating at the same time when you see a group of people who are running around talking about, who are running around privately doubling down on a brand name that was placed on them by slaveholders. It's very frustrating when you show these people in a dictionary that the word black is Anglo Saxon. What does that mean, Anglo Saxon? That means Europe, European. That means far from being an African word whatsoever, if you identify that you're an African, right? It doesn't matter. And the thing is, the golden rule that I keep violating myself is this information that we're putting out, no matter how basic it is. The universal rule is seek and ye shall find, and not to cast your pearls amongst swine. And I feel like that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to give information to people who have not been seeking it. They don't care to seek it. And that leads me also to feel as if I have been casting pearls amongst swine. And it's a shame. It's sad. It's heartbreaking that one would have to feel that way about their own people. It really is. You would think it would be as simple as going into a dictionary and showing your people how black means pale and how it means evil and wicked. You would think that just saying, hey, that name was placed on us by slaveholders. And if you are anti-slavery and anti-racism, you would think that that would be enough to make them separate from that slave identity. You would think that would be enough, but it's not. And it's not enough. So what that means is we have to leave those who want to keep playing these nigger games, keep partaking in nigger shit. That means that we have to leave them out there so that that hard head can make a soft ass. Then they're going to sit down and listen. Then they're going to remember the things that we were saying. Then they're going to start going into these books. Because I'm really getting frustrated with y'all. I'm really tired of y'all. I'm really tired of seeing this Black Lives Matter shit. I'm really tired of y'all motherfuckers coming on my posts, sitting here listening for the last 15, 20, 30 fucking minutes as I go through scholarly sources. You thumb it up. You love it. You're all of this shit. You're thumbing it up. You're loving it. You're hugging it. All these little reactions, positive reactions that Facebook makes available to you. And then you go right off of here. And then you go, Black Lives Matter. Just like I seen a picture today that just didn't make any fucking sense to me whatsoever. And it said, black is life. It said, black is life. When if you go into a dictionary, it specifically tells you that black comes from the word necro, which means death, of which you also get the word niger from, which still translates to black. So basically, what I'm doing is I'm being a necromancer because I'm talking to fucking dead people. I'm talking to fucking zombies. And see, necromancy is a great sin. It's a sin to speak to the dead. It's a sin to speak to the dead, especially of those who you keep revealing the seed of life to them, and they keep going back to their fucking tomb. See, that's why I use this picture right here. See, that picture resembles a tomb. The living fucking dead. That's why I'm using this picture right here. Because I cannot grasp outside of a mental issue, which you all need a fucking SSI check, or emotional attachment. I cannot see why you would not want to separate from anything that was placed on you by the slaveholder. I don't see how you would not want to separate from his last name that you keep passing to your fucking innocent babies. I don't see how you would not give up his religion, his Christianity, his Thanksgiving, his 4th of fucking July, his Easter, his New Year's. I don't see it. And see, I cannot respect that shit when we are sitting out here crying about shit that we have responsibility that we can be resolving, and rather what we do is just stay in these slave labels, and we want to defend slave labels. You come from Africa, right? You come from Africa, right? Well, who the fuck were you before they made you black? Who named you black? Who benefits from that? I have to ask. Who the fuck benefits from that? Because obviously not you. Who benefits from that? I had to ask again, who named you black? Who placed that fucking name on you? And if it's a European word, of which y'all say white people, right? If it's a white people's word, which I've gone into this dictionary that's in front of me right now because I feel like I'm just wasting my fucking time. Baby Jesus. If you go into the dictionary and it tells you that it's an Anglo Saxon word, that means it has shit to do with Africa. If you go in the dictionary and it shows you that the word is 600, maybe 700 years old at the most, it has shit to do with you. Especially when you come up here with this black queen bullshit and you say, we were the first people on earth. Well, nigga, where the fuck was black at then? See, now I got to talk to y'all like this because I'm tired of this nigga shit. And after this shit right here, after this one right here, I'm just going to build with the living because I'm tired of talking to the fucking dead. So what we going to do is one more time for those in the back and for those who are in the tombs and ready to come out, because you see outside this picture right here, there's light right there. So for all of you, the very few that's ready to step up out of that goddamn tomb right there, I'm going to go into this one last fucking time. Then I'm done. Because I'm tired of talking to niggas. I am tired of talking to niggas. I do not get how in the hell you can sit here and defend a name that was placed on you by slave masters and talk about Black Lives Matter. Do we know what oxymoron is? Let me go to this dictionary while I'm right here real quick. Let me go to this dictionary. Let me look up fucking oxymoron, because I'm tired of this shit. Somebody got to talk to niggas just like this, because this is the only shit that niggas fucking understand. You have to piss niggas off to get them to listen. Let's go to oxymoron here real fast. Let's see what we get. Oxymoron. A figure of speech in which contradictory ideas are terms combined. Like big little guy, little big guy, smart stupid guy. How about black life? Black in life is an oxymoron. Because black is the word for death, dead. So you have this oxymoronical doctrine that you pushing out, and then you expect the civilized world to respect you, and you can't even respect these ancestors that you talk about. These African ancestors, you can't even respect them. You don't even move in the living world with their names whatsoever at all. You're running around here with a sharecropper's name. You don't give a fuck. And if your own cannot go into scholarly sources and not have to convince you of anything, if your own cannot go into scholarly sources and without having to convince you of anything, and you use your own sound and reasoning mind, which you fucking lack, I can see, that's a problem. So let's go on over here to black. And then once I do this, I'm done with this shit. I'm going to go right back to fucktheseniggas.com, and then I'm going to start dealing with the living. Because this treasure chest I got over here, these jewels aren't meant to be cast in front of swine. Because once you put your nose on them, then I can't touch it because it's unclean. I'm tired. I am tired. And this is why the rest of the world is fucking tired, because you love this goddamn victim narrative, but you don't want to fix this shit. Ask your white friend where they family from. Ask your white friend what flag y'all got in your house besides that United States banner. Ask them. And see, won't they tell you that they're Polish, they're Irish, they're German, they're Scottish. Y'all come on here, right on here, and listen to what I say, wasting your goddamn time. And then you go right back and create some bullshit ass nigga meme talking about Black Lives Matter when that is a goddamn oxymoron, because what's dead doesn't fucking matter. These people literally put names on you, created laws and policies around them that are what you are dealing with today. This is what we've been saying. These people have created words and then created laws and policies and things around this that are specifically related to how you are treated and ranked in this society today. That's why you're a minority, because you're considered less than. How many of y'all sat there in 1992 and watched the goddamn Malcolm X movie when he went into the dictionary and did what I'm about to do right now? And after that, he still didn't get it neither, obviously, because he went right back out here talking about the black Asiatic man. That's the dead Asiatic man. So I'm about to do the same thing that Malcolm X did on the movie X by Spike Lee. I'm about to go through this again for the 1,000th time with people that you would think have sound reasoning minds. Okay, let's get the show started. Black. Adjective. See, we gonna go through this on some first grade shit, because a lot of y'all done took the OPT test, you done graduated from high school, you done went to nursing school, you done went to modeling school, you done went to all this shit and you still can't even fucking read. See, I have to talk to you like this because this is the only thing that's gonna rile your simple-minded asses up. You read. Adjective. What do adjectives do? Let's jump over here to the dictionary. Let's get the definition of adjective. And I know this don't mean nothing. It's only from a scholarly source. I know this shit don't mean anything to anybody that's calling themselves black. I know this shit don't mean nothing. These dictionaries only mean something when you want to come out and be a nurse's assistant and wash a European's saggy, wrinkly ass in a fucking nursing home. That's the only time these books mean anything to any of y'all. When you want to be a nurse's assistant or you want to go do billing and coding. Yeah, I'm talking to the sisters because y'all supposed to be the most educated group of people in the United States. So these goddamn magazines and articles come out and say. Let's go. Adjective. Okay. Adjective. All right. It says any class of words used to limit or to qualify a noun or other substantive. Look, it says to limit or to qualify a noun. You've been limited, okay? To limit or qualify a noun or other substantive as good, every, and Aegean. Let me give you an example of an adjective for those that's grown as hell and don't know. Blue is an adjective. The shirt is the noun. Blue shirt. Adjective, noun. So I ask you, they say, well, the blacks haven't did this and the blacks haven't done that and the blacks what? The black shirt, the black shoes, the black socks. I mean, what? You have to qualify the adjective. The adjective is there to qualify a noun. This is basic third grade English. I'm not really comprehending on what you're wrestling with. I'm really not comprehending on what you're wrestling with. I really don't get it. Outside of there's a psychological issue or an emotional attachment. I don't know what you're arguing. I don't know what you're wrestling with when it comes to this shit being a fucking slave name. A slave name. You still running around talking about slavery is over, but you're running around with the slave master's last name and his goddamn culture and his damn identity that he placed on you and wrote codes for. You want to force yourself on the civilizer. Oh, you're going to give us our rights. No. They're going to give you, they're going to write Black Lives Matter Boulevard. They're going to do all the little stuff that they doing today. We're going to make Juneteenth a national holiday. Juneteenth is a slap in the fucking face because basically what happened is the man came down to Europe to to Texas to tell some slaves who was still in slavery 2.5 years after the shit was already over that they're out of slavery. That's a big fucking joke. That's a trick. That's a slap in the face. So we're supposed to celebrate that these motherfuckers just found out that slavery was over 2.5 years before they found out. And then when you got out of slavery, you came out a fucking sharecropper and you're still a sharecropper now because you have to pay franchise taxes for doing business in a European slave master's name. Surely you don't think you're about to open up a McDonald's without paying corporate McDonald's. Surely you don't think that you're about to open up a Black Wendy's without paying Wendy's. Oh, yeah, you paying franchise taxes. Yeah, you paying franchise taxes for running around doing business in these people's name. I don't know who the fuck y'all listening to, but they're dumb niggas. Whoever y'all listening to that's telling you about black this, black like, those are dumb, uneducated, ignorant ass niggas who ain't read a fucking book. Period. Because nobody that truly is about self-preservation and love their ancestors and want to honor their ancestors is going to continue to run around with the slave master's name, give it to their babies, watch their grandbabies give it, and then identify with slave names that was given to them by a fucking conquistador, a conqueror. Nobody with any self-respecting being wouldn't do that. Let's go on back over here to black. Let's go on back over here. Black. Anglo Saxon. Black. Opposite to white. It says see color. Let's go to color. Let's go to color over here. I'm going to use the basic dictionary. I ain't even going to go to the law dictionary because that seems to be when we're trying to talk law to y'all niggas want to tell us this is how we feel. This is our private philosophy. This is religion. This is what you want to say to still stick with this nigga shit. So we're going to deal with basic commoner English dictionary. Let's see what it says about color. Old French from Latin, Old Latin, colos. Celere, to cover. The sensation resulting from stimulation of the retina retina of the eye by light waves. The property of reflecting light waves of a particular length. The primary colors of the spectrum are red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. Okay? Color is to cover. See, when you start running around and you're getting mad because they call you color people, but then you answer to a color, you're covered, okay? Your identity is being hidden. That's what that means. That's why they hit you with these terms. Your identity has been covered up and hidden. That's what color is. Now, if I go to the law dictionary, you know what it's going to say? A lack of authenticity. Not real. Contradistinguished from reality. But you some real niggas though, right? Oh yeah, I'm gonna share with the open-minded. I'm definitely gonna always share with the open-minded. But when I see some of the same people that come and listen to my lives and they'll be here for the whole 15, 20 fucking minutes and then they'll go right back out and talk about Black Lives Matter, black this. Well, they're doing this for black people. Like, shut the fuck up. Just shut up and lay down. That's where I'm at with it right now. That's where I'm at. That's really where I'm at with it right now because I cannot believe the lack of willingness to even research this on your own. How many times do we have to keep telling you this is an issue that deals with law? How many times does somebody have to keep telling y'all that shit? How many times does somebody have to keep telling you that the United States government already said that what you identify as has nothing to do with anthropology or scientific fact? It's a social political construct. This is what the government has already said, which means what? It's not based on bloodline, pedigree. They've already said this. Is that not good enough? That's not good enough? That's not good enough for y'all. I don't get it. Let's go on back over here to black since y'all so black. Y'all so lovey and everything. You know, y'all love this slave shit. Let's see what it says in the English dictionary. Don't try to leave this motherfucking live after y'all leave here and comfort your little mentality and say, well, that's his religion. I ain't saying shit about religion. I ain't opened up no religious books at all. I'm in a basic ass commoner's dictionary. And before I go into this definition, I have to ask y'all again, who named you black? And if it's Anglo Saxon, what the fuck does that have to do with your Africanness? If it's a European word, so-called white people, what the fuck did that have to do with your so-called Africanness? First people on earth, but they identify with a 700-year-old fucking word. First people on earth identifying with a foreigner's 700-year-old word. Let's go. Opposite to white, see color. Then it says dark complexion, Negro. Negro, for all y'all that don't know, is Spanish for nigger. Comes from the Latin word niger, which translates to black. You get nigger from niger. So for all of y'all that say Black Lives Matter, you're saying nigger lives matter. I just want you to know that. Let's keep going on. Totally without light. What is light? Light is knowledge. That's what light is. Light is knowledge. Totally without knowledge. In complete darkness. Ooh, shit. Soiled. Dirty. So dirty lives matter. Soiled lives matter. Okay, let's keep going on. Evil. What? Evil? Evil? What? Evil lives matter? So let me ask y'all a case. If evil lives matter, then fuck Hitler lives matter, don't it? Don't Christopher Columbus life matter? That was an evil motherfucker. Huh? Don't his life matter? Huh? Let's keep going. Wicked. Ooh, wicked. Let's go on to the next one. Disgraceful. Disgraceful lives matter. Who's going to respect a disgraceful people? Who's going to respect that? Not, I wouldn't. I wouldn't respect a disgraceful motherfucker. That's what the word is. Sullen. Future. So I want to know if this word was placed on you by a slave master. All these definitions here, what comes out of a scholarly source. How the fuck are you black? How? Let's go over here to the Negro real quick, because I don't like conjecture. We're gonna go over here to Negro real quick, and we'll be back to black. For all y'all that's black, all the black people out there, hold on here. Give me a second. Hold on here. Without hope, opposite of white, dark clothing, as for mourning, a person of dark complexion, a Negro, to blacken, to put blackening on shoes, to cover. It says to lose consciousness. You unconscious. You have a bunch of people running around talking about they asses is the conscious community, but then they come right out and say they black. Right here, it says black means to lose consciousness. Then hold on, before I go over here. Then it says, look at this. Then it says black Moor. Woo, look at that. Black Moor. Then it says black Moor is the word black plus more. Black is the adjective. So let me ask you here, why did they add the word black onto that? Can y'all tell me? Why did they add the black onto that? Let's go on over here to Negro. Because once I'm done with this shit, I'm done. I'm not talking to no more niggas, no more dead people. I'm doing no more necromancy. I'm done with necromancy. It's a grave sin. All the divine prophets and seers have already said it. It's a grave sin to speak with the dead. We're not about to do that. I'm done. Let's go on over here to Negro. Negro, Spanish and Portuguese. It says Negro comes from the Latin niger. Then it says black. Niger, nigger. It says black. Oh my gosh. Niger. Let's focus on niger. Okay? Let's focus on niger. All right? Because niger, Latin for black. That's where you get nigger from, right? Let's go on over here to, see, I've been doing this, so I just know it. Let's go on over here to necro. Ooh. Here we go. NEGRO-MANCY. See, this is what I'm doing. Talking to the fucking dead. NEGRO-MANCY. It says Old French from Middle Latin comes from negro, mantia. It says influenced by the Latin niger, black. Necro is dead, corpse, dead. But then today, I see somebody who's obviously been on my lives several times while I'm going into the subject matter. And then there's a picture talking about black is life. I think not, dear sir. No. Let's go on back over here again. Because we're going to do here a little, there a little, precept upon precept, right? Negro, Spanish and Portuguese. It comes from the Latin niger. We go over here to necro, and it says NEGRO-MANCY, right? Hold on here. NEGRO-MANCY, influenced by the Latin niger, which means black. Necro is a corpse. The Living Dead. They made a movie about y'all and was laughing. You didn't even know it. They done made several movies about y'all. All them zombie movies, The Walking Dead and all that shit. That is literally about your ass. That's about you. That's a little metaphorical message about you. See, they got to get rid of these zombies running around here. Well, that's why they're liquidating right now. That's why they're liquidating right now. You seen Walking Dead. What happened? They had to ration out food. They had to do this. These folks ain't trying to go through that shit. They're not trying to play this nigga shit with y'all. Not at all. Period. Okay? So there you have it. There you have it all day. Though I know for y'all, this don't mean shit. I know for some of y'all, this don't mean shit. And that's good. But see, I wanted to make sure that my hands was clean. I wanted to do this one last time on this platform. And then I'm done. Because I don't understand how y'all will sit here and come and listen to me for 15, 20, 30 fucking minutes as I go through these scholarly sources. And I'm using black and white scholarly sources. And then y'all come right back out and say how Black Lives Matter and black is life. I think not, sir. I think not. So, let's go on back over here to black real quick. Let's go over here to black real quick. It's good old dictionary. I love these old dictionaries. Let's go on over here to black real quick. So, we see here, black means evil, wicked, disgraceful, sad, dismal, sullen, angered, without hope. Who is going to do anything for a people like that? So let me break this down. So you have black people. According to this dictionary, black means evil. So you have evil people. Let's go on down here to, then you have wicked people, and black people. Then it says it means disgraceful. So disgraceful people. Then you go on to sad. Black people are sad people. Then you go on to dismal. Black people are dismal people. Then you go on to without hope. Without hope people. Okay? So you're playing the game. You're in dishonor. You won't even honor your ancestors. You cry about slavery. You partake in all the slavery and racism principles that there are right now. And then you want somebody else to come save your ass. And you won't even honor your ancestors with this African shit that y'all talk about. No disrespect to the Africans. No say that we ain't got African in us. That would be stupid. My name is African. It's Afro-Asiatic. My name is African. Do you have an African name? Do you have a Hamo-Shemitic name? Huh? Y'all playing. You love this shit. You love your oppression. There's a scripture about that in the Bible. Google it. Google it. Bible, love oppression. And that scripture is specifically talking about you. You love your oppression. You love this nigga shit. You love being treated like niggas. You love being niggas. But as soon as somebody come along, fuck all the scholarly shit. As soon as somebody come along with a little nigger phrase for you to feel good about, all this scholarly shit go out the window with y'all. It don't mean nothing. It means nothing. It means fucking nothing. And that's what's so sad, that somebody can literally come and talk you out your fucking draws. It's sad that you are still here in 2020 AD, Roman calendar year, still defending a slave identity and then doubling down on it after you done been on a live like this for 20, 30, 40 fucking minutes, and then you leave this bitch still black. You are the problem. You don't want slave treatment? Stop answering the slave names. Stop living the principles that delude to slavery. And you know, there's organizations that have been established for the last 100 years to tell you this shit. And they're all over the country, but none of them never come out and they're not telling y'all about this shit. None of them never come out and say this. There's organizations out there that specifically tell you that the 14th and 15th Amendment have no purposes for you whatsoever at all. But you still want to be 14th and the 15th Amendment niggas. But let me not talk about law, because y'all going to ignore that, because you won't use your smartphone for that shit. You won't look up none of that. Because if I talk about law, you're going to go back to religion. You're going to get off of this live and tell yourself he was talking about religion. He be on that Moorish stuff. Well, Moors be on law. Okay. Moors be on law. That's what we be on. And this issue is an issue at law. This issue that you're dealing with, getting your head bust out here in these fucking streets, is an issue of law. And until your ass stop playing around with these slave names and slave identities and living according to principles that delude to slavery, you can expect that you are doing nothing but creating police bullet food, baton head food. That's what you're doing. I'm not about to sit here and talk nice. You want somebody to talk calmly, take your fuck ass to church. Because y'all bullshitting. And nobody can respect a group of people that sit and whine and cry and don't do shit but they fucking self and look dumb as fuck and go lay down in the street talking about, I can't breathe. That's stupid. Dumb as hell. And if anybody ain't told y'all, I'm telling you, that looks fucking retarded. And it ain't changed shit. We got great grandparents, great uncles, aunts that was marching. Why are you still dealing with the same issues that were here in 1954? 1964, 74, 84, 34, 24, goddamn it, 1904, 1894, 1884, 1860 fucking 4. Why are you still having the same issue? How are you still able to be killed by slave catchers 200 and something years later and killed by their ass? Oh no, sir, I'm Daniel Johnson. We the Black Johnsons. Stop this shit. I don't give a fuck if you don't like how this shit make you feel. I'm telling you the real. And that's the whole fucking problem. Y'all got this old bullshit ass feel good rhetoric going on about Black Lives Matter. Black is life. That's a fucking lie, dear sir. It's a lie. Until y'all get this shit together, until you stop identifying by slave names and principles, identifying with that shit, doubling down on that shit, you're going to keep dealing with what the fuck we are dealing with today. Period. And it's a shame that it's more of y'all who claim to be woke up your goddamn sleep and us here to have babies that are teaching our babies this shit. They have to run into the world and run into your fucking babies and pull them right back into the fucking casket when you should just be dealing with this living light and getting the fuck up out of the tomb and stop playing around because you have a comfortable casket that has a little bit of fucking wiggle room in it. Stop bullshitting. Makes me sick. Go all through here. I'm like, damn, this motherfucker was just on my live 2 days ago. Gave me a thumbs up, gave me a heart and every fucking thing. Even heard me go into scholarly sources. The only way this issue is going to change, if y'all start getting this information, you have to start applying it, start researching it, start bringing it to reality. Control the reality. Well, if that's the case, you're dead. Dead, fucking dead. Negro. So if words have power to bring manifestation into this physical plane, why the fuck are y'all still playing with this goddamn witchcraft and this word sorcery? Why are y'all still playing with this word sorcery? Why are you being witches and warlocks against your goddamn self? Tell me. Witches and warlocks voodooing your damn self. Period. And if these motherfuckers is gonna kill you any goddamn way, you might as well stand the fuck up and be yourself. Because until you be yourself, you can't free yourself. I'm up out of here. I'm done. I'm fucking done.